As a female, the challenges of founding an organization, they're not different to what men are facing. It's more or less the same thing. But so probably I would say as a startup, as somebody who is starting up, somebody who wants to test an idea so that they can get into a position where it's something that you can sell widely. There are some challenges, and probably it starts off in registration, because you register as anybody else who is registering. Somebody who's selling soda, which is already known, everybody understands, you don't need any education to sell a soda, as having the same level of graduating in terms of founding a company as somebody who is coming up with a crazy idea. So that has its own challenges, because maybe if you go back to soda is already supported, you have the marketing is done, the education is done. As a new organization, you have to do all that. And then also a barrier in terms of when you start knocking doors, you need networks. It's not easy to just knock some doors, because I mean, you just have an idea and it's new, so you need networks. So there are places that you can find these networks, which is the innovation hubs, because they're there to say that we understand your idea, and from where you're coming from, maybe you can see XYZ for more sort of business connections. But they also put up a platform and say, okay, we understand your ideas, but then there are also people, they find people who are interested in offering resources to such ideas and make you meet together to have some discussions. So those two are done with the innovation hubs. But the first one, where you have registrations, where you have to pay with the revenue authority before you open up anything, where you have to show an office, a well-established office, before they give you a certificate. Those are really some of the challenges which we need to work out, probably as a country, just to understand that they are startups. I think there should be that sort of a category somewhere that these are startups, and probably they should be given a bit, not pampering, but then understanding the situation that they're bringing in a new service, a new product. So some sort of assistance. What hinders women into entering the technology, the information and technology world, especially within Tanzania? I would say it's mostly a fear. It's fear of the unknown, probably. It's fear of the unknown, and sometimes lack of models, people who have done that before to a successful level. So I would say those two are the ones that probably hinder women, because as you can see, it's doable. And again, it's a fear that has been cultivated over the years, that this is a men's field. So you know that it's not only Tanzania, even worldwide, they're still fighting to see that to see what they could do this challenge. Starting my own organization has empowered me in a number of ways, but mostly important is when I go out and either teach or use this technology to help a farmer find something or make a link with a buyer. It's not a win-win, but then it's a double fold, let's say. So you have money, but then you also have the satisfaction that you've done something. Our farming has always been, the bigger the area, the more you actually get as yields. But it's when you go to developed world, it's the other way around. You could be farming in a very small space because they do not have huge land like we have in Tanzania, in a very small space, but then they get more output. So what does this mean? It means that women can do, because they're the ones who are exposed in this area. Yeah, they're the ones who are doing the manual labor. Yeah, right now there are also tools that would help in the manual labor. So these are the challenges that they would face in a day-to-day. But then knowing that you can apply technology to these things, then they can ease that burden. And then you also, that is only into farming, but then there's also after farming up to when you have the end consumer who is consuming the harvested good. There's all processing that has been done alongside. And all this will use information, they'll use a number of tools that are ICT related. And this is where I see that there's a lot yet to be done. And this needs people to come up with the solutions, but then you cannot come up with a solution if you're not faced with a challenge. So that's why I say that there's a huge potential, because these are the women who are faced with the challenges. Now from there, then you work your way around to a solution. A message that I would send to any female who wishes to enter into information and technology is that women can do it, it's doable, and that it's a field that has very few people. So in a normal world, that's where you want to exist. You want to exist in a place where you know that once you get in, then opportunities will actually follow you instead of you starting chasing opportunities. So yeah, so I encourage them to enter into this field, and like I said, that it's actually doable. You just have to do your part, and the rest will actually work out.